All right, there we go. Good morning. It's Councillor Glen here. I am at Joe Lewis Park, a very new park in Potters Key on Eagle Crest Heights in Potters Key. A nice little play structure, lots of stuff to climb on. There's a soccer field over there. I think they've got a bunker there, which probably means someday they can set up a skating rink here, a puddle rink once the grass gets established. And it's nestled in amongst the pine trees here, and there's some pathways that head down to Feedmill Creek. Feedmill Creek, it starts in Feedmill Creek, a very unappreciated creek here in Stittsville. It starts in Timbermere, passes through the Echo Woods neighborhood, comes through Potters Key and Jackson Trails, and then it heads towards the Queensway, goes right behind Tanger Outlets. If you've ever explored the area back there, there's some pathways behind Tanger Outlets, and then eventually it connects up with the Carp River, just north of the Queensway. Anyways, Feedmill Creek, a good place to explore. I brought some updates today. The first thing I wanted to talk about was police in our community and some of the problems we'd be having near a few of the parks in our neighborhood. I'm not going to name the parks. If you live in the neighborhoods, you know where these are. There's probably 2 or 3 gathering places where we're seeing a lot of youth gathering late at night, and causing some issues, some noise, some vandalism sometimes, and we've had a few incidents that are even more serious than that. What I want to remind people is if there are incidents happening, please make a phone call. If there's a crime in progress or any kind of life-threatening situation, call 911. If it's a non-emergency crime that you want to report to the police, you can call you can go to the police website and find the non-emergency number. You can also go to ottawapolice.ca/report. If it is a noise complaint or people gathering after 11 p.m. in a park, you can call 311 for bylaw. But it's so important that you make those calls, because often we'll get emails or calls into our office with concerns about what's happening, and then we'll go back to police or bylaw and we'll find that nobody's actually called it in. If you call it in, that's how you can get the quickest response from police or bylaw. So please do that. It's really important. And if you're a parent, maybe just make sure you're asking where your son or daughter is when they're coming home after midnight. I understand with COVID and isolation, I think youth in our community are looking for things to do and they want to meet up with friends. I get that, but let's just make sure that we're all keeping an eye out in our neighborhoods. The other thing, the other thing you can do is just be out and about. You know, if you're walking your dog late at night and you're comfortable doing so, take a walk by your local park or take the pathway through there. I think if we have more people around, more eyes on the street, more people looking out for each other, that'll help too. So, a few things. Oh, I got a lot of updates today. Okay. Let's see. We might get some snow this weekend on Sunday. We got an update from our roads team. They are ready for winter. They've been training crews, they've been getting the equipment already. They're kind of looking forward to snow. They've got a strange point of view, changed perspective on this. Seasonal emergency parking bans, we're in that season right now. After November 15th, the city can call a temporary on-street parking ban to help with snow removal. And then watch for December 1st, because the one-sided winter parking signage comes into effect on December 1st. So just to help with the snow clearing. And as always, please do everything you can to get your vehicle off the road when there's plows out and clearing the community. One thing we are trying to do at the city is find some alternate locations. We know there's a lot of people working from home, so probably more cars in the neighborhoods than usual during COVID. So we're looking for alternate spots that we can allow people to park when there is a temporary parking ban. I'll share information soon about that. If you're into city planning stuff, there's a few small updates, I guess. 130 Huntmar, we received a revised submission, so I posted some information about that on my website. This is at the corner of Maple Grove and Huntmar. There's also a minor zoning bylaw amendment that's being proposed for 1620 Maple Grove Road. This is a property owned by Richcraft. It was actually approved about 3-4 years ago, but there was an error made in the initial zoning. They always intended to do back-to-back townhomes for part of the site, and the plan of subdivision was all approved. Everything was approved, but there was a technical error in the zoning bylaw, so they're going to update that. Again, there's information on my website. That's a pretty technical one. We're not going to be doing a public meeting for that, but if you have any questions or concerns, you can get in touch with me. Yesterday, the city published the draft text of the official plan. This is probably the biggest project of this term of council. We're updating the master planning document for the city of Ottawa. So the draft text is there now. We're going to approve it next year sometime. But you can check out the draft. It's if you're interested in planning, it's definitely worth a read. We've been working on this for quite a while, so it's good to have that finally published and out there. The other thing that came out yesterday was the proposals or the recommendations the ward boundaries. As Ottawa's population grows and as communities grow, we've got a real imbalance in the number of people who live in different wards. For example, in Barrhaven, they have almost twice as many people as some of the other wards. So just to even things out, we've been going through a process to redraw the ward boundaries on the map. What's being proposed isn't too different for Stittsville, and some good things too. For example, we'd be adding to Stittsville the homes along Parade Drive and Edenwild, which are currently part of Riedel Goulburn, and also an area just north of Potter's Quay that could be a future development area. So again, there's information on the city's website about that, ottawa.ca. I want to thank everybody who came out to our Stittsville Main Street webinar on Tuesday night. We were talking about the feedback we received through our public engagement session early in the year. We had lots of people, some great questions. I posted an archive of that to YouTube. If you want to check out, search for Councillor Glen on YouTube and you'll see that. The next step is we're going to be setting up a steering committee to help guide the process of revitalizing Stittsville Main Street. So watch soon on our website. We're going to do a call for interest for residents, business owners, and other stakeholders who might want to get involved in that. Okay, some local stuff. Huntmar, we had a road closure. I'm just looking at the geese there. Some geese flying. I can hear them too. Can you hear those? We had a road closure planned for Huntmar Drive this week. They're going to close it overnight to connect some servicing for a future development. That's been postponed till December. So I know we were trying to get the word out earlier this week. It's going to happen, I think, December, mid-December. I don't want to guess on the date, but I'll update that information on the website soon. We've got a busy week coming up this week. We've got a city council meeting and lots on the agenda there. Also a planning committee meeting on Thursday. One of the things on planning committee is we're looking at the address is 7000 Campo. It's the golf course in Canada that a group of developers wants to develop into housing, and city staff is recommending refusal of that. So we're going to be looking at that at planning committee on Thursday. That's the major one there. We have a meeting coming up on Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. It is the Wellings, the address is Wellings Private. Extendicare has submitted a site plan application for a new long-term care home next to the existing Wellings building. So we're going to do an information meeting at 4 p.m. on Monday. So if you're interested in that, please take some time to attend. What else happened this week? I had Transit Commission on Wednesday. This was around the budget for transit next year. I'm going to do a separate video, I think, on that because there's a lot to go into, and it's more than just an update. So I'll talk about that. Maybe I'll do a video this week about that. I wanted to just mention a few things about COVID-19. Ottawa Public Health has a survey up right now at engage.ottawa.ca. Please take a few minutes to fill that out. It's about how you're doing, about how the messaging is going, about the how you're perceiving and how you are interpreting messages from different levels of government. We're looking for your feedback on holiday gatherings as well. So please go to engage.ottawa.ca and fill out the latest COVID survey. The information is really useful for Ottawa Public Health and their communications and their strategy. Also this week, City of Ottawa launched a COVID vaccine task force. So we are putting together the logistics to roll out that vaccine in 2021 when it becomes available. So that's a pretty big step. And on COVID, the advice from Dr. Etches is very, very simple. Keep your mask on, stay at home as much as possible, and keep a 2-meter distance from anyone from outside of your household. These are really simple things, and people have been doing that in Ottawa, and we have had a lot of success. The numbers are very encouraging. It's how we're going to keep the number of hospitalizations down. It's how we're going to reduce the number of deaths in our community, and it's how we're going to be able to keep things open and keep functioning in as normal a way as possible, because the social harms, the economic harms of having to do a lockdown or shutdown are incredible. They're immense. We're seeing that effect all over the city. So thank you everyone in Stittsville for doing your part to follow that guidance from Ottawa Public Health. It is making a difference. I hope you have a great weekend. It is a little cool, but it's nice and it's sunny. Maybe you could come out and explore Joe Louis Park here in Potters Key. Check out the walking trails and explore down to the creek, or explore a park in one of your neighborhoods. Hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you next Saturday. Take care. Bye.